Chargers Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here we go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The Bengals at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A gain there of 30 big ones. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's
trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, Everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
In motion, left goes Boyd. On second down, McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle upfield and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 16. 11-90. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. That's taken on the 25. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
On 1, ready?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive.
Touchdown! Tyler Boyd, a 22-yard touchdown grab. McPherson on for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down is Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They go play action with Burrow. Rolling to his right. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, and he's open. What a connection there for a touchdown.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is taken at the 15. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can
get that money so I can buy my SMG.
They did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Play action. It's Burrow sliding out of the pocket. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
You got the most wanted.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He finds McCoy. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they hit that bastard.
He's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
They're pushing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
I got to play, bro.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah.
The Charger drive about to get going. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 176 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Down one.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 29, Herbert. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
Chasing.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Plate box.
Here we go on fourth down. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen from 19 yards away. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
He's still getting
This is going to be caught,
down.
so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
Yeah, so
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I just believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Right here on the stairs.
I like that, going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. It's complete to Parker. Let's go. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's McCoy. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Hopkins with the extra point. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. We got to play a ball game all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't.
Whoa! That scared me.
Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down.
Yeah, I see my
see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
I can make it to that car before it gets to
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Oh, I got a team over here. I'm not doing that.
They'll try and run this one right up the gun. 4
I'm
yards
rotate
on the
left.
pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know
I'll be able to make it to that one if they.
Any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we
you on the way to that.
We'll return with more after this break.
I'm going to just rotate all the way left.
On EA Sports.
Oh, never mind. I got people on me.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about this defense, they came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The last buy station is
Hopkins' kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there, a big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 26. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. McCaffrey. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. McPherson now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Again, McCaffrey. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson looking good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Here's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Herbert going to throw. Complete at the 1. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hey, they push from that side. Be careful.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get a share with the home team.
Charles, normally when you